Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're gonna talk about a new product again, and this one is a highlight and contour powder by Makeup Revolution. Do you like my hair? I think it's cute. Isn't it cute? Do you like my shirt? I think it's cute. Let's proceed. This is how it comes when you order it. It's in a beautiful box. This product retails for only £8, which I know for Makeup Revolution is a bit expensive because their bronzers and highlighters tend to be like £4, £3. I don't think they have a £5 one, but this one is £8, and I must admit it's the fanciest thing I've ever seen in a drugstore product. Like, honestly, and you'll see what I mean. But you open this package. By the way, this is called Renaissance Glow. And look at this. It's in this soft velvety pouch, and in my entire life, the only thing that I bought and it was that fancy is this Clarins blusher, and this is expensive for a blush, and it comes in this sexy case, and this one, which is £8, comes in a case. Obviously the case is absolutely unnecessary, but just because it's there, it makes you feel more special, doesn't it? Because it's fancy. And when you take the product out of the case, you get this beautiful design. Can you see? It's like a little purse. It's like a purse that you can take with you. It's beautiful. It's so cute and tiny. You can just, I don't know, it doesn't catch fingerprints. It's velvety. It's the soft velvety texture that normally NYX lip creams have. I don't know if you know how they feel, but they feel so nice. And this feels exactly the same. And at the back, it's got this sticker saying Revolution, Makeup Revolution, Renaissance Glow, designed and developed in London, UK. Let me open it. It's so nice. It's very nice. Literally, when you open it, it's got a mirror inside, but it looks like the Filmstar Bronze and Glow kit by Charlotte Tilbury, which is very expensive, very expensive. It actually says highlight and sculpt here, and it's got the same indent as the Charlotte Tilbury one. On the other hand, the colors are very different. I mean, when you look at the pans, you might think they are a bit similar, but they're not. I'm telling you right now that they ain't similar. So this is how they look side by side. What I'm gonna do in this video is show you swatches of this product, swatches of this product, swatches of this product. This is the PRIMARK one that I reviewed ages ago, and I thought that was very similar to the Charlotte Tilbury one, and I will tell you which one you should buy. I don't know, I'm in such a good mood today. Maybe because I'm in this peachy pink vibe. I'm carrying a vibe. Anyways, let's proceed. Before swatches, I'm just gonna let you know that this is what I'm wearing on my face today. I am wearing as a highlight the highlight powder, and as a sculpt, as a contour, the sculpting powder. The first thing that you observe when you look at this palette is that the sculpt powder is very, very light. I think people who have a dark skin tone, I don't know if they will benefit from it unless they will put a few layers. I can't really tell, but the Bronze and Glow by Charlotte Tilbury is already quite light. This is the light one, and I think they have a dark one. I'm sure they have a dark one as well. But this one, it's even lighter than the light Charlotte Tilbury one, so you know what I mean. If you are of an olivey, brownish, darker undertone, I don't know, I don't think this product will suit you, which is a shame really, because I don't understand these brands who just do the light color. I mean, it's so unfair, and it makes me so sad. I mean, it's very unfair. I don't think people should only be doing products for light skin, because we are so different. and I don't know, they are not gonna have big sales because it's not a darker sculpting powder. And if it was a darker sculpting powder, those with a light skin tone could use it just very gently, and then people with a darker could use it normally, but this one is just very, very light. That being said, let's talk about the highlighter. The highlighter, it's different from all the other ones. It's more intense. It's very intense. I don't own highlighters that are this intense, but although I'm saying that it's intense, it doesn't have the ugly glitter. It's very sheer. If you have a very super dry skin like mine, it will emphasize texture a little bit, but I'm kind of happy that I have it because I can never make myself buy a more intense highlighter. I always go with the very natural glow. So this is as intense as I go. I don't think I have ever had something this intense. It's like a strobing kind of shiny kind of thing. In terms of the size of the product, here you get 7 grams, so 3.5 grams in each pan, and in the Charlotte Tilbury one you get 16 grams. Can you see the difference? This is much bigger, twice as big as this one, twice and a little bit more. And then in the Primark set you get 20 grams, which is 10 grams in each pan. So you get the biggest amount of product here, and this one is only like £4, I think, and it's very, 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 very good. Out of these 3 very similar products that I have here, in the Makeup Revolution one, you get the smallest amount of product, and it's £8. This one, you get the biggest amount of product, and it's £4. So it's up to you, really. This one looks very sleek. The packaging, it's a bit the text kind of rubs off, but this one, it's very sexy looking. So if you are looking for something that looks nice, I think this one will be the one you should pick. Charlotte Tilbury one, very expensive. Very, very, very expensive. I think this was the first product that I bought, and it was so expensive. I couldn't believe I bought it. So these are the swatches for the bronzers, the sculpting powders, if you like. The first one is the Charlotte Tilbury one. The second one is the Modern Renaissance palette by Makeup Revolution. God, I say Modern Renaissance because how could you call Renaissance something if it's Anastasia's thing? Don't do that. This one is the Primark one, PS Contour and Highlight, and this one it's from the Kat Von D Shade and Light contouring palette. Charlotte Tilbury one, it's I think the darkest out of all of them, and it has like a bronzy shade to it, and these two kind of match the most, the Charlotte Tilbury one and the Primark one. Then this one, the Makeup Revolution one, it's more of like a sculpting powder, more like a grayish tone sculpting powder that kind of looks similar with the Kat Von D Shade and Light sculpting powder. The Kat Von D one looks darker, if you can see here, compared to this one, but the undertone is approximately the same. So the idea is that there is a big difference between the bronzers in these two palettes. Obviously this one, the Charlotte Tilbury one, is called Bronze and Glow, which means the powder is bronzer. It is a very nice bronzer. You can even sculpt with it because it's not a very deep orangey bronzer. This one says sculpt on the powder, and I can understand why. It's more of a contouring powder than a bronzing powder. As I said, it is similar to this shade from the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. This one is matte. It has like a tiny satin finish. This one from the Makeup Revolution one, it has a pearly, shimmery. It doesn't have glitter, but it has a pearly finish to it. So from this perspective, you can decide for yourself what would you like more. Would you like a contouring powder or bronzing powder? If you would like a contouring powder, definitely go with the Makeup Revolution Renaissance palette. And if you would like more of a bronzy shade, go for the PRIMARK Contour and Glow kit. If you want to spend more money, buy this one. This one is very good. Very, very, very good. Now I am going to swatch the highlighting powders. So I really hope that you can see the way they shine, these highlighters. The first one over here is the Charlotte Tilbury one. You can see it has a very settled sheen to it, and it kind of blends in my skin color tone. This one is the most intense, as I said. It's the Makeup Revolution one. It's the most intense one that I own at this point. It is a very beautiful champagne color. The next one is the Primark one from the Primark contour kit. This one over here is from the highlight and contour palette from the Ball. This one it's very similar to the Mary Luminizer, but not as intense. I'm just showing you so that you can see a comparison between them. And the last one that I have is the Laura Mercier. And I think shade-wise and color-wise, these two, the Makeup Revolution Renaissance kit and the Laura Mercier Matte Radiance Powder, are the closest. So because the highlighter in the Renaissance Glow is very similar to the Laura Mercier one, not in texture but in shade, in the color, this one is not as intense. It's more of a natural finish, but this one is hands down my favorite thing of all times. So that's why I will possibly like this one, especially because it's more intense and it's not kind of the same thing. So I kind of have a choice between a more intense one and a more natural glow. But yeah, if you guys thought that this one, the Renaissance Glow palette, it is a dupe for this one, I'm here to let you know that it is not a dupe, because the shades are very different. I mean, the way the product is sculpted inside is the same. The way they are placed, the idea is the same. The packaging is different, the product size is different, the price is different, the contour powder is different, the highlight is different. That doesn't mean that this is a bad one, it just means that it's a different one. It's not a dupe. If you are looking for a dupe, this one, it's a dupe for this one. It's a very good dupe. So definitely have a look at the Contour and Glow Bronze to Sculpt and Shimmer to Highlight from Primark. These are permanent products in stock, so just look for them. They are only like £4 or £3.99, but they normally, because they always come out with new products, these will be on the bottom shelves, so kind of have a look on the bottom shelves, because you won't be able to spot them if you just look on top. Overall, I really like this product, the Makeup Revolution one. I think for the money you pay, you get a very fancy looking packaging, very nice product, very intense highlights, and a very nice sculpting powder. Obviously, if you're of a darker skin tone, this is not for you, unfortunately. Hopefully they will come out with a darker one, but for now I don't suggest you buy this one if you are of a darker skin tone. I hope that you guys enjoyed spending time with me, and please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, and I hope to see you soon. Bye! Let's sit comfortably. So we've got 3.5. It's like you have this little pearls. Let's proceed. Oh god, I just did some nail stuff here.